Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I do want to apologize for not getting my Phoenix preview video out in time. I will have that taken care of soon. Just been busy lately. But with that out of the way, let's talk about what else took place in the world of NASCAR since Phoenix. First off, hats off to Aric Almirola for that thrilling finish in the Xfinity Series, but more importantly, to Christopher Bell for winning 3 straight Cup races. Can Bell make it 4 in a row at Vegas? We'll have to wait and see on that. But the big news I want to talk about today involves the broadcasting side of things, as Prime confirmed who else rejoined the broadcast team for their 5-race stint. On pit road, you got Kim Kuhn staying over, working on her first new Cup team, along with Ronnie Snyder, who will be joining her, and Trevor Bayne. In addition, Carl Edwards will be serving as an analyst during the 5 Prime races as well, along with Randy LaJoie and Danielle Trotta. Now, whether or not this is the same bunch of characters will stick around for the TNT portion of the season is unclear. But for Carl, this is a good move, I think. At least it helps to keep him active in the sport, and that way fans can stop bugging him as he's going to be involved in the sport in some capacity. Because I think he's done a good job when he has a chance to be in the booth. Of course, one way to find out for certain is to watch the game, the Coke 600, and see how the Amazon team will do. Although we'll be surprised if this team will stick around for the TNT portion of the season as well. At least when it comes to at least we know that the booth will remain the same for the 10 races. We just don't know if TNT will provide their own team to cover the pits, or whether they use the Amazon team, or NBC for that matter. That's something they have to look into when the time comes for them. But all that being said, of course, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to see how Carl does in his role on television. Plus Corey LaJoie, Danielle Trotta for their 2 cents, and of course Marty, Kim, and Trevor on the pits. Though it is interesting to hear that former Daytona 500 champion will be on pit road. So that's the only thing that I'm curious about more than Carl. How will Trevor do on pit road? I mean, he's not a bad analyst, don't get me wrong. But it's hard to make a change from driver to a pit reporter, and arguably the best of that bunch is Regan Smith. Speaking of, how come Amazon didn't get Smith as well once the Fox portion of the season wraps up? I guess they want to be different. And brother, this is different. So yeah, the only one thing I want to talk about was Kathryn Lay right quick. And she didn't have a good debut, to say the least, in the Cup race at Phoenix. Got a couple of spins and whatnot, but despite that, for her first effort, despite the spins, I thought she was okay. She just needs more time to prove to, everyone that she can at least be more competitive. Maybe down the road that she gets another chance with this team. I'm not hyper up to be the next best driver, mind you, but I'm still hopeful that she should at least get another chance at oval, but preferably probably a short track oval that's a little slower compared to Phoenix. But that'll do it for now, folks, and I'll see you next time. Bye! So this is more or less going to be an extension of a video that I made last time regarding Carl Edwards and his deal to Amazon. But I'm also going to add this to the mix as well. So what I want to talk about today is, well, I want to give my thoughts on who's going to get the job done this weekend at Vegas in Xfinity, Trucks, and Cup. All along with a couple of other tidbits that I found earlier today including the return of Casey Mears, and NASCAR decided to modify, more or less, their guaranteed spot rule for if there's more than 40 cars, of course. So regarding that rule, it's more or less that, yeah, even if you did qualify, per se, you're still not getting anything. So basically, hardly anything has changed since the rule was rewritten. Although you would think that NASCAR could at least give the teams some money, but apparently another change is that there's only going to be for a select events where they will have that policy. And I'm assuming that when it comes to the playoffs and whatnot, yeah, that's not going to happen. But of course, we'll have to wait and see on the Cup Series how this will play out. And so the next thing I want to talk about before I give my thoughts on the predictions, whatnot, is regarding Casey Mears. He's going to drive the Garage 66 car when we get to Martinsville later this year. As a reminder, Mears did win the 2007 Coke 600, but that was his only win in the Cup Series. And to be honest, he's hardly done anything since then. But nonetheless, it's good on him to at least get some experience in the next-gen car. And I wish him the best in Martinsville. Maybe a top 25, top 30 effort for him. Who knows? But I'm hopeful for Casey to make a good impression in the next gen car. So now, let's talk about picks. Now, as we all know, Christopher Bell in the Cup Series has won 3 straight races. And for the most part, he is also good at Las Vegas. So I do think 4 in a row is possible for him, assuming he doesn't have any issues or whatnot. But if the event that he does, or gets passed late in the race, I'm going to go with either, well, I'm going to choose one in this case, and that would be Larson. Because let's face it, when it comes to Las Vegas, arguably that's one of Kyle Larson's best tracks. Although Joey Logano would be my second pick. And I think he might be the only other driver with a realistic chance to stopping Christopher Bell's win streak. But if Bell does win 4 in a row, it'll be the first time since 1992, this early in the season for the record, that driver did win 4 in a row, and the first time overall since 2007 with Jimmie Johnson. So talk about elite company if Bell could put us off this weekend. As for the Truck Series tomorrow, I'm going to go with Corey Heim for the win. Yeah, shocker. One of the series regulars winning again, but still, I think until further notice, he's arguably the best driver in the Truck Series right now. Maybe Ekins to it. But we'll see. Meanwhile, with the Xfinity Series, well, regarding them, things do get interesting, because I think theirs might be arguably the best showing this weekend at Vegas. Now, if I had to pick just a driver in the Xfinity Series to race for the win, I'm going out on a limb and go with Carson Quava, because it was impressive at COTA, and yeah, I know Vegas is an oval, not a road course, but I think it's a little performance earlier this year. He might be able to take what he learned there and turn around for an oval package. If he doesn't win a race, I think he might run up front. If he go top 10, top 5 run, or top 15, who knows? But one thing is for sure, though, is that the Cup and the Truck Series races will be on FS1, and of course, CW will have the Xfinity Series. Now, when we get to Homestead the following week, however, as a reminder, the first truck race of the year for them, first truck race on Fox, will take place at that point for Homestead. Even though the CW will have the Xfinity Series the following week, and FS1 for the Cup race when we get to Homestead. And here's one more thing I want to add about the Truck Series right quick. Nothing against Jimmy Little. As a pit reporter, she's arguably one of the best there is. But can Fox please get someone else to take over for her in the broadcast booth? I gave her a chance. She's okay, but she's not that good. I mean, whose bright idea was it, anyway, to put her in the booth? I mean, I can understand her getting nervous for the ARCA series, and her debut race there, and her debut truck race, but it's been years that she barely improved. So, hopefully they'll get someone else to call those races, and Jamie will just be a part-time play announcer there. But, we'll see. We'll find out tomorrow night what's going on with Fox and FS1 for the Truck Series. My brief thoughts on Phoenix, just to wrap things up, because I didn't talk about it. Sure, what Almirola did to Bowman may be a little dirty in some cases, but he had to do what he had to do for the win. And of course, Bell getting that three-win streak, 3 wins in a row, is quite accomplished in his own right. Especially, arguably one of the best finishes that Phoenix had in years on the Cup side of things. Now, if only we never had to bring that tire back in November, we may have a good race for the championship next time. But we'll see. Anyway, that's all I want to talk about today on the NASCAR side of things. I hope we get everything edited and uploaded into one video tonight, or at least by the truck race tomorrow. But until then, folks, I'll see you then. Bye.